In today's automotive world, where even models like Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Fe have got pretty close to the starting price of $30,000, hearing reports about an $8,000 pickup sounds kinda surreal. But guess what? It's happening, and we're not talking about a truck, we're talking about trucks, because there are 3 of them, all coming from major legacy automakers. Without further ado, let's take a quick look at them. Toyota Hilux Champ. First and foremost, a model that's already there. Well, at least in some parts of the world. Toyota presented the IMV0 concept just a few months ago, and that prototype entered serial production soon after, with a primary focus on Southeast Asia and similar developing markets. And if you're wondering how Toyota managed to make it so cheap, there are several reasons for that. But even with such compromises, this is still a genuine pickup truck that rides on a classic body-on-frame platform. In other words, it promises ruggedness and reliability, but that won't be its key strength, not even close. Versatility is the word you're looking for. Among the reasons for the low starting price, the major one is that the Hilux Champ comes in 2 body style variants, both ready for final configuration. One of them is a bare chassis pickup, while the other comes with a bland deck, with bolt holes and readiness to turn into anything you can imagine. A food truck, emergency truck, a camping truck, or even an RV. Only in Thailand, Toyota made a deal with over 100 accessory manufacturers, so buyers can easily upfit the truck in any way they want, while we can only imagine how many more DIY variants will there be on the roads. Of course, another way to cut production costs and therefore achieve such an affordable price is to save on the interior. In this pickup, you won't find much convenience. There are no screens or automatic climate. This is an honest pickup, designed to get the job done, nothing more than that. So you shouldn't be surprised with the huge amount of cheap plastics, as well as the fact that some areas are not even wrapped with any material, but rather display a bare sheet metal. And considering that commercial purposes are the primary focus of this pickup, the fact that it comes only as a single cab truck makes perfect sense. What comes as the biggest surprise is the actual size of the truck. For the asking price, you actually get a pickup with respectable dimensions, with standard models featuring a 108.3-inch wheelbase. The long wheelbase version gets significantly stretched and features 121 inches between the axles, while the overall length goes up to almost 200 inches, which gets this cheap pickup pretty close to Tacoma size-wise. With such length, as well as the fact that the single cab is the only layout available, you shouldn't be surprised that the cargo bed is around 6 feet long, which is on par with any mid-size pickup around, including the aforementioned Tacoma. For such an affordable price, you shouldn't expect miracles under the hood, but the Hilux Champ definitely won't disappoint you. The base version features a good old 2-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 with 139 horsepower. It's not much, but on the other hand, we are talking about a proven, very reliable powertrain. Speaking of reliability and durability, Toyota also offers a version with a 2.7-liter inline-4 with around 165 horsepower. It would cost you extra, but in return you get one of the most durable inline-4s ever made, an engine that proved its value over years of exploitation in Hilux and Tacoma. Finally, there's a diesel option, equipped with a good old 2.4-liter turbo diesel with 150 horsepower. Then another way to save production costs, the 5-speed manual transmission that comes standard with the base inline-4 and the diesel. The 2.7-liter unit, on the other hand, comes with a 6-speed auto, which is also an option in the turbo diesel variant. As you can see, there are so many things to like about the Hilux Champ, except for the fact that it most likely won't be offered in North America. Therefore, let's get on to the one that could actually make it to this part of the world, the Chevy Montana. Chevy Montana. Montana is a well-known moniker in Chevy's portfolio, a model that's been around for more than 2 decades, and it looks like it's finally time to see it on the US market. The new generation has just arrived and it looks better than ever, with genuine pickup proportions and design. Of course, compact dimensions are there, including a 110-inch wheelbase and no more than 185.7 inches in total length. And if you wonder what GM's secret formula for affordability is, the answer is in the platform. Unlike anything GM sells in North America, this pickup is designed over a so-called GEM platform, which stands for Global Emerging Markets. Co-developed with the Chinese company SAIC, this platform, as the name suggests, puts focus on developing markets. So various tricks are used to make Montana more affordable, starting from a more basic suspension setup and similar things. But at the same time, this is a unibody platform, which in practice means a smoother and more comfortable ride compared to the Hilux Champ, for example. From the outside, the Montana looks great, and we have no doubt that the styling will be one of its key selling points. The new generation was launched last year in South America, and it follows Chevy's latest design language. The front end utilizes the same narrow lighting groups in combination with a massive grille, something we can already see in models like Blazer and Equinox. On the inside, its cost-saving solutions are all around, but this is still a pretty convenient pickup, with modern tech features like an infotainment screen, all kinds of connectivity features, and similar things. A double cab design ensures a high level of comfort for passengers in both rows, and although relatively short, the cargo bed is actually pretty decent as it offers around 31 cubic feet of volume. As for the powertrain, there's a small 1.2-litre 3-cylinder turbocharged engine with around 131 horsepower. It's not much, but the fact that it's turbocharged makes it pretty decent, considering that the max torque goes around 155 pound-feet of torque, which seems adequate enough to move pickups of this size conveniently. In South America, buyers have a choice between 6-speed manual and 6-speed automatic transmission, and we don't see a reason why things would be any different in this part of the world. Of course, a more powerful engine is always nice, but that would make this pickup, which is all about affordability, much pricier. If you think this looks like a great cheap alternative to the Ford Maverick, wait to hear about the next one, about the resurrection of a once-loved small pickup that mixed compactness and capability like no other pickup back in the day. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button, because more updates about these small pickups are coming soon. Subaru Brat. Older generations probably remember this small pickup very well, with its famous jump seats in the cargo bed. Of course, that seating configuration won't happen again for safety measures. But on the other hand, the Brat is coming back. Subaru is preparing its pickup for the North American compact pickup market, a model that, according to various sources, should be significantly cheaper than pickups like Maverick and Santa Cruz. How's that even possible? Well, let's try to figure it out. The Japanese automaker has been quiet about the new pickup, but we presume one of the ways to keep it cheap is to offer smaller dimensions. Indeed, we expect the new Brat to stick to its roots and not to get oversized, as it happened with pretty much every pickup on today's market. Instead, we presume Subaru will offer a pickup with around 105-inch wheelbase, something that imposes itself as a great choice for drivers who look for maneuverability, something that's easy to drive, park, and live with. The new Brat will ride on the same platform as the Crosstrek and Impreza, and it won't lack any feature typical for this marque. Of course, we're primarily thinking of the company's legendary symmetric all-wheel drive system, which will be part of the standard equipment, which is not the case with any other small pickup on the market. Besides excellent traction on the road, this also means great off-road potential, significantly greater compared to Maverick and Santa Cruz with their front-wheel drive bias systems. Then there's the powertrain department and Boxer engines, of course. Famous for their exceptional sonic features back in the day, these engines bring obvious benefits in terms of the low center of gravity and mass distribution, so the Brat may turn out surprisingly engaging to drive. Speaking of the exact engine choice, the whole point of such a pickup is to keep costs low, so we don't believe there could be any turbocharged unit under the hood, even though some sources suggest so. The same goes for hybrid powertrain, so we're pretty sure that base models are about to feature a 2-litre flat-4 with around 150 horsepower, coupled with a manual transmission. In case Subaru decides to offer something slightly more capable, we presume that it will be the 2.5-litre unit, also available in Crosstrek and a few more Subaru models, with a max output of around 180 horsepower. Optionally, the Japanese carmaker could also offer a CVT gearbox. As for the interior, it will probably look cheap, with extensive use of low-end materials. But on the other hand, we expect it to be comfortable and practical. Despite the size, we don't expect to see it exclusively in a single cab layout. In our humble opinion, the double cab Brat is pretty much a certain thing, because a pickup like this is a perfect choice for smaller families, as it gives a perfect blend of crossover driving experience and open bed practicality that comes with pickup body styles. And while we talk about practicality, let's not forget that mid-gate design from the old Subaru Baja. The new Brat might come with something similar and offer a combo of folding midgate and bed extender that could take the usability of this pickup to the next level. What do you think about these three small pickups? Could they really be that cheap? Or could the sum go a little bit higher in reality? Which one is your favorite, Toyota, Chevy, or Subaru? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.